Hello students, welcome to the class 11th Microeconomics chapter 1, chapter 2 Consumers Equilibrium. Today we will discuss the indifference curve analysis. What is indifference curve? The graphical presentation of the consumer's preference ranks its preferences regarding different bundles. It is termed a scale of preferences. So, with the help of indifference curve analysis, we can achieve the consumer's equilibrium situation. Let us consider how indifference curve achieve it and what is the indifference curve about that we have to consider about the scale of preferences by the consumer on different point of the indifference curve. Indifference means the consumer is indifferent at any point on the indifference curve to consume the bundle at the price prevailed in the market. Say, with the help of the schedule, there are 5 bundles. The consumer can attain any bundle on this indifference curve. That is, either he has to consume one good of good 1 and 12 unit of good 2, or 2 unit of good 1 and 8 unit of good 2, and 3 unit of good 1, 5 unit of good 2, 4 unit of good 1, 3 unit of good 2, 5 unit of good 1, 2 unit of good 2. These are the bundles which a consumer can prefer from his budget. Now, let us consider the preferences preferred by the consumer. Why? He is indifferent on different bundles, different combinations of the two commodities, because he is getting, by consuming any bundle of the various combination of two goods, equal satisfaction. That is why he is indifferent to consume different bundles of two commodities at an indifference curve. With the help of this schedule, we can prepare indifference curve. Indifference curve is slopes downwards and it is convex to the origin. It is convex to the origin. And here on the y-axis we plot good 2, on x-axis we plot good 1. Then we can see different bundles combination at the different points of this curve. A, B, C, D, E. These are the different preferences. The consumer is indifferent. He is getting equal satisfaction at point E in comparison to the point A combination. So the consumer is indifferent. He is getting equal satisfaction at all points of this indifference curve by consuming both the commodities which he has. Let us consider the marginal rate of substitution. What is marginal rate of substitution? Marginal rate of substitution is a tool of indifference curve analysis. It measures the rate at which a consumer will forego the successive units of one good for a marginal increase of another good. In this schedule, if the consumer is going to consume more units of good 1, then he has to sacrifice 4 units of good 2. Then he will get 1 more unit of good 1. In the second combination, if he wants to again more units of good x, good 1, he has to sacrifice 3 units of good 2. Likewise, on the basis of this preferences, we can derive the MRS. What is MRS? Marginal rate of substitution. It can be ascertained by the formula loss by gain. That is MRS equal to loss by gain. That is how much unit of the one commodity will be sacrificed to get more unit of another commodity. That loss will be divided by the gain taken by him. Then we will get the marginal rate of substitution. In this case, in the first situation, it is 4, 3, 2, 1. In all the situations, the MRS is 4, 3, 2, 1. And due to the MRS, the consumer is preferring or convex to the origin. Due to MRS, the indifference curve is convex to the origin. That is, if he wants to consume more unit of one commodity, he must sacrifice some unit of good 2. This is called MRS, and that is why indifference curve is convex to the origin. Now come to the properties of indifference curve. What are the properties of indifference curve? An indifference curve slopes downwards. Why it is sloped downwards? Because if a consumer wants to consume more unit of one commodity, then he has to sacrifice some unit of another commodity. This is called the first property of indifference curve. The second property of indifference curve is an indifference curve is convex to the point of origin. That is, the indifference curve is convex to the origin. Why it is so? Because of marginal rate of substitution. That is MRS. And number 3 property, every indifference curve to the right represents higher level of satisfaction. On this graph, if we move upward to get another indifference curve like this. This is IC1, IC2, IC3. So the consumer will get higher satisfaction at higher curve. He will get maximum satisfaction at IC3 and less satisfaction at IC2 and less satisfaction at IC1. He will get maximum satisfaction at IC3. So, next property of indifference curve is indifference curve do not cut each other. The indifference curve do not cut each other. See here, if we prepare this indifference curve graph in this way, this is the indifference curve. This is IC1 and this is IC2. What happens? The consumer is getting the same satisfaction where these two curves intersecting each other, that is point A, and this is the point B of another satisfaction. This is the point C at this IC2 curve. Then as he is getting equal satisfaction at A and at C, then he will not get equal satisfaction at B and C, because the satisfaction at B is greater than the satisfaction got by him at C. So the property of indifference curve is not satisfied here. That is why indifference curve do not cut each other. And fifth property of indifference curve is indifference curve never touches x-axis or y-axis. The x-axis and y-axis point curve will be never touched by IC curves. These are the 5 properties of indifference curve. And why the curve never touches x-axis or y-axis? Indifference curve is based on ordinal utility analysis, which assumes conjunction of two goods. If it touches x-axis or y-axis, it will be against the assumption. That is why indifference curve never touches x-axis or y-axis. Now, come to the equilibrium situation, which is measured with the help of indifference curve analysis. Let us consider how a consumer arrives its equilibrium situation on an indifference curve. We can see here, this is the indifference curve, y-axis, x-axis, origin. These are the different indifference curves. This is IC1, IC2, IC3. The consumer will get or arrive at equilibrium at the point where the budget line tangent to the IC, that is where the budget permits him to purchase the different combinations, because we know that the consumer gets maximum satisfaction at higher level of rightward, upward indifference curve. So he will get maximum satisfaction at IC2 in comparison to IC1, and his budget is also permitting him to get the IC2 combination, indifference curve second combination, and he will not get arrive at IC3 because the price situation of the two goods and his given income, his budget is not permitting him to arrive or achieve the IC3, and he will not come to the IC1 because it will give less satisfaction to the consumer. So he will be at equilibrium where the budget line, price line of the consumer and indifference curve tangent to each other. This is the consumer's equilibrium through indifference curve. In this way, we have completed the second chapter, that is consumers equilibrium, and we have discussed clearly how consumers get its equilibrium situation through cardinal approach and through ordinal approach. Now, next day we will discuss the third chapter of microeconomics. Rest is well. Thank you.